watching on Instagram and on social media is these top 5 videos where they'll show an expert and he or she's being interviewed. Like, hey, what are your top 5 supplements? Or, hey, what do you think the top 5 TV shows are all time? Who are the top running backs in the league? What are the top 5 things you're baking with right now? And then
you know what I'm seeing?
Their top 5.
You know what I'm seeing right now? Top 5 jobs that AI can't take over. That's in my feed all the time. It's like,
that's
boom.
cool.
I'm like, oh, right.
So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we did an episode, everybody? And we're going to call it the Parenting Hall of Fame, the top 5 things that make life better and easier. And then Jordan and I just kind of share our list of things, creative things that are in our lives or in the family life. They're like, oh my gosh, I hadn't even thought about that. That's like such a great top 5. So Jordan, you got your list?
I've got my list. Sean doesn't know my list. Sean's got a list as well. Some of his I'm like questioning, like, really? That's on your list? And I'm sure he's going to ask the same about mine. Yeah. So as you're listening, as everyone's listening, you might not agree with this list, but this is what works for us. And so we're just going to throw it out there.
So as you listen, you can come up with your own list. But I'll tell you right now, Jordan, I got 2 things on my list that I think you and I think almost 100% of people that hear this are going to be shocked. Like, wow, that's on Sean's list. I'm not like making it up. I feel strongly about these 2 things.
Okay, all right.
And I don't know of many other people that would have them on their list, but you should definitely hang tight and listen. And I'd love to get your feedback on my 2 things. And it's kind of fun that I don't know Jordan's list. I had to tell him my list to make sure he knew this is what we're talking about.
Right.
So here we go. So it's not going to be what you might think oh, good listening or good
fun stuff. This is all
validating
cool
feelings, right? Just fun, positive things. All right. So, should I get it started with my number 1 thing on the list?
You'll go your 5. We'll go back and forth, and I'll tell you my 5. And we actually have a little bit of some extra that we'll throw in there too. So
honorable mentions.
Yeah, honorable mentions.
I'm gonna do my number 1, and then I'm gonna do a couple of my honorable mentions throughout the show. All right,
that makes sense.
Because I think they're good. All right. So, honorable mention. One of the first things I wrote when I thought of this idea for this show, I was sitting in the yesterday, I was sitting in the Costco parking lot, and I said, gosh, I love Costco. It is
you
just
put
makes
Costco on your
my
list
life
of
so much easier having 3 kids. I think that Costco is a jam. Maybe you're a Sam's Club member, so respect to that.
Yeah,
but I just feel like this makes our life so much easier. Do you agree? Are you in the membership?
Dude, I don't agree. I'm not in the membership, so that's probably why I don't agree, because I only go to Costco maybe once a year if I'm lucky, if someone will take me with.
Really?
And I go there and I get anxiety. It's freaking chaos.
Oh my gosh.
And then I spend $800 on groceries, but I still have to go to the grocery store because they don't have everything I need.
Oh my God. That's a good point. So it's not in your top 5, dude. Yeah, I went there.
It's not in my top 5.
Oh my gosh. You go there on a Saturday morning or a Sunday evening.
Yeah, you got to be like a running back running through there, man.
Bumper cars. Right. But then I go there on a Monday afternoon. That was yesterday. It was like a ghost town. I was like, this is amazing.
Right.
But yeah, here's what I'm thinking. I think one of the best things that has happened to our family, it didn't make my top 10 list, but something we're really vibing with is beef sticks.
Oh my God. You guys, I really like some of them Slim Jim beef jerky.
No.
That is hilarious.
No, not Slim Jims, because those have a bunch of junk in them.
I know, but I get what you're saying.
Healthy,
beef
like Chomps beef sticks, or healthy bars that maybe seed-free oil bars. Like, these things have helped make the Donohue family run so much better. So honorable mention to beef sticks and healthy bars, because when your kids are really hungry or they're moody or they're cranky, or you just have some kids,
protein.
We just bring it in the backpack. We have a family who has a really, really particular family friend. They have a really particular eater, Jordan, and they're rocking those beef sticks like everywhere they go, because they're just healthy forms of protein for this young boy. And so,
You'll have to tell me what brand, because I haven't tried that on the kids yet, but I need to get more protein in their bodies because I've got Carbosaurus Rexes at the house. So it's like I should introduce these things. We'll do beef jerky or like deer jerky because I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So, you don't have to say it right now, but shoot me what kind of brand you have because I want to try it at the house.
One of my kids is very sensitive to dairy, so we get animal-based like yogurts can be really good. It has a lot of proteins in them. So yeah, some kids, it's actually shocking how many kids are sensitive to dairy. So keep that in mind. But no, you go to Costco, you get a bunch of beef sticks, you get bars, you get your yogurts. All right, what's on your list? Okay. Top 5, one of your parenting Hall of Fame.
Parenting Hall of Fame. One of my hacks. What I love to do doesn't happen the way I like it in my mind all the time, but one of mine is family movie nights. Right? Family movie nights, I love, okay? Or / family game nights if you're going to do that. And I know it sometimes can be a hassle, but whenever I have this vision of like everybody sitting down, watching one screen, we're not all watching our individual screens, we're watching one screen at a time.
One screen.
Right? And it's a movie that has family values, or it's something that everybody, and here's the thing, no one's going to get along with coming up with the title that everyone wants to see. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. Right? So sometimes you just got to be like, this is what we're watching. Sit down, we're doing family movie night.
Yes.
And then usually at the end of it, you might get some complaining, but at the end of it, it was like,
great.
It's a great event. You know
it
what
really
I'm saying?
is.
I really enjoy it.
Me too. All right. I don't want to hijack the whole podcast, but we should have been talking about K-pop Demon Hunters a couple months ago.
That is so big right now.
I saw it for the first time over the weekend.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
You do?
Have you
My
seen
kids
it?
are talking about I've not seen it.
I think there's a lot of families, especially like maybe Christian families or like religious families, that they don't let that they don't.
Well, think about the title, right?
But if you break down the title and you watch it or you read about it, they're demon hunters. So they're like angelic feature kind of characters that are beating the cartoon demons.
And it was good. You actually enjoyed it.
I don't think it was good.
Story.
I think it was great.
Really?
It's about to become like potentially the number one. I think it's about to become the number one biggest movie on Netflix ever. Like Sony had the movie. I saw like an article on it, and they sold out. They sold it to like Disney for like $5. They sold to Netflix for like $5.
Right.
And then it's been number one on Netflix for the entire summer.
I just saw a headline on it today. All right, I'll put that on this weekend. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
All right, I'm gonna watch it.
I think, and if you have some of you, they spent some parents listen to this. They're like, Sean, I've had to watch that show 100 times. My kids are like obsessed with it. Right. Yeah, it's like some people are comparing it to Frozen because the music is really good.
Okay.
So check it out.
On my list. Family movie night this weekend. My household done.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
What is actually on your list? No honorable mention. Costco is an honorable mention, right?
Oh no, Costco is on my list.
Oh, it is on your list.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How about a couple honorable mentions?
Okay, throw those.
Okay, a couple honorable mentions. We're gonna go with responsible kids who do chores.
Okay, so chores. Yeah, that's great. That should be on everybody's list.
Well, responsible kids who do chores.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, because I do think chores is the jam.
Right.
But if you have kids who are really like lazy or defiant or they forget to do their chores, that shouldn't be on the list.
That doesn't make life easier.
We have a 16-year-old in the house, and she's amazing with her chores. She empties the dishwasher like every day. Sometimes we don't even have to ask her. No.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, that's a jam, dude. When you have kids who are doing chores and like they you don't have to ask them or remind them, that's a great honorable mention. Can I do another honorable mention?
Please.
Is a church.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
I don't know if that's on your top 5.
It's not on my list. That would definitely be on our list.
I mean,
yeah,
all the research shows that if you're a church-going family, the chances of your marriage being healthier go up, the chances of your kids going way up or being healthy going way up, and just bringing the family together, community, church, positive morals, values, spirituality. As everyone you may or may not know, Jordan and I are Christians. Our families go to church, and so that's an honorable mention. All right, should we go back to what's on your list?
Okay, second one on my list: weekend getaways.
Okay, weekend getaways.
Weekend getaways definitely make the family dynamic so much better. Now, again, some of these, they are pull your hair out. I'm going crazy during the weekend getaway and in the process. But when you look back and if you practice weekend getaways, they get easier and easier and easier, and they're so needed. It gets you away from the distraction. It gets you away from the sports. It gets you away from the day-to-day drama, and just whatever it is, go camping, go on a day trip. Do a one-nighter. Do one of my favorite one-night locations. I don't know if you have a bunch of these out west. I need to look at the map to see where they're all located. I know they're in Phoenix, but you ever heard of Great Wolf Lodge?
Yes. I've never been. I hear
it's the giant... Right.
Great example.
Huge hotel.
Great
You've got
example.
A water park. You rent
weekend
one
getaway.
bedroom
One bedroom.
for like, if you go during the week, you can get them for like $200, and it's good for your whole family to swim at the water park for 2 days. Like,
it's a
that
really
is
good
so
tip.
needed.
That is so cool. That's a big part of your family culture. Do you guys do one night or two, or do you mix it up?
We do one night at Great Wolf. We do it every year. In fact, the kids went 2 separate nights on 2 separate weekend trips this year. But, I mean, I'm a big fan of, like, camping. I'm a big fan of going hiking, going to see a waterfall, just getting out of the house and doing something. So my, weekend getaways, if you can, I mean, you might even have to schedule them in because our calendars get so busy, but schedule them in.
That's a great point because there's a lot of reasons why people don't go camping because it's so much work for the parents.
Yeah, I get it.
And they don't go camping because, too, it's like a lot of work to go for like 2 nights. But you're talking about just investing in a hotel for one night, cramming the whole family in there.
Yeah.
That's a great jam. Just one night in one hotel. Yeah, it's an investment. But do it. All right. I got my...
and look for a pool, a location with a pool.
Yeah.
They'll love that. Okay.
All right. I got my number two Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. I feel very strongly about this one. Active, loving grandparents.
Yeah, but that's not something sometimes we get to choose to have.
Hey, some people don't live near a Costco. This is not your list.
True.
This is my list. Active, local, involved, loving grandparents. When I think
if you don't have them, you can go to like an assisted living facility. I'm sure there's a bunch of grandparents in there who would love to be your grandparents.
There might be a site one day, just like a Tinder, but for grandparents, old people and people with kids. Probably didn't call it anything that rhymes with Tinder. We should probably think of a name for it. Swipe right on
That's
Edgar,
terrible.
or George and Mary Jane, Bob. Those are my. These are all
loves puzzles, loves long walks down.
Oh my gosh! Right?
Dude, maybe we should come up with that. That'd be
and
good.
here's another thing. I would say for a big part of my adult life, I've never talked about this on the show, so you may not know. A big part of my adult life, up until recently, we had no money, we had no savings. And we had no retirement plan. I was working with kids in either nonprofits, after-school programs, or in Christian churches, and I was not very well paid. But I loved what I did, and I had an amazing wife, still do, who was very accepting of this lifestyle. So when we actually got married, I was a youth pastor. No, I was a grad student. So she married into debt.
Debt, right.
And 2 of the cars that we've owned in our marriage, they were free cars that people gave to us because
that's right. I remember
the only way we would vacation was we would put all of our expenses on credit cards with points. Mm-hmm. And we vacationed well. We would go and we would do timeshare presentations in these tropical locations like Hawaii.
And you'd be able to say no. They trick you. That's good.
All we have to say is say no. But there was, if you have grandparents, this is the type of grandparent that I want to be, who are active or helping so the parents can go on date nights. Or I think in a perfect world, how does this sound? You have grandparents and they bring you on a nice vacation because you can't afford one yourself.
That's sweet. That's really nice.
So we got to do that a few times, not very many, but a few times. And then the grandparents, would give me $100 at Christmas. And it was like Christmas morning for me. Like, oh my gosh, I have $100 that I get to buy something with. And this is not like ancient history, you guys. This is not that long ago. This is,
Right.
I'd be so excited to open up $100 that I could buy whatever I wanted. So that's on my top 5 because I just love my in-laws
sweet,
are a
man.
huge part of our lives.
Yeah,
They've loved
that's
me. They've
awesome.
blessed me. And this is the type of grandparent that I want to be, Jordan. I want to save up my money so I can take my kids on vacations when they're married and have little kids and they're poor and they're struggling to pay rent or struggling to pay the mortgage and they can't go on vacations. They can't even afford the Gray Wolf Lodge. So sure, hopefully in the dream world, I'll take them to the Gray Wolf Lodge and pay for them. That's my dream.
That's sweet. I love that. Okay, here's the next one on my list. Parenting Hall of Fame, top 5 things that make life easier and better. This one makes life, well, in the moment. All mine are like maybe not in the moment, but this one's when I look back on this, I do this every weekend whenever I am not at work and I'm at home with the kids. And I'm so glad that I take the time to do this because
All right.
I always want to say no because I could always come up with other things that need to be done.
Okay.
But mine is when your kid says, "Can you help me?" or "Can I help?" you stop and say yes, no matter what.
Wow, that's good.
Right? So I'll be making pancakes for little Kinlan who has a disability, and he'll be like, "I'll grab the milk." I'm like, "Okay, great." And I try, and he wants to pour it, and it pours all over the dang floor and messes everything up. And I'm like, "I could have just done it," but he wants to help. Can I stir? Sure. He stirs. It gets all over the place. But yes, you could help because I'm trying to teach you.
Great
Or if
story.
someone says, "Can you help me?" Yes, I can help you. Or maybe the answer is, "I'm going to help you by saying no." But you're taking that time to stop whatever you're doing and be with that kid. And that's the important thing.
That was awesome. That was very inspirational. What you
Like
just
when
said.
you always say, like when your daughter's like, "You want to play dolls?" You're like, "No, I don't want to play dolls. I got to do the oil in my car."
I say that in my head. I say that in my head.
You play with dolls.
Yes, play with dolls. I know a lot about dolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, great story, man.
Say yes.
On your top 5 is
they ask.
being a yes parent.
Yeah. Can
Wow.
can I help? Yes. Like I'm working on a bathroom remodel. Can I help? Sure. Grab that hammer. Let's here, bang something out. So
I love it. That's very inspirational, man. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. Number 4. Oh, I'm at my number 3. On my top list, Parenting Hall of Fame, is parental controls on screens.
Boom. That is definitely needed.
Make life so much easier. So I've said this before recently. Everyone, I have a crystal ball and I can see the future. The future of education is a school-only computer. No YouTube, no games. And so if you have screen addiction in your home or kids abusing screens, please go back and listen to the podcast we just did on Screen Life. Read my book about how to break screen addiction. Please make changes in your home. Do not let your kids abuse screens. Do not let your kid be one of those kids that's on screens for 7 hours a day. That's what the average is. And put a third-party app onto your kids' devices, all of their devices, blocked out all the porn, all the shady stuff. Don't argue about screens. Limit Instagram, limit YouTube, and let the parental control be the bad guy. Let them shut it down.
Just so everyone knows, we're not sponsored by Costco or any of these companies, these brands. But do you have an app that you would suggest over any others that you use or maybe people use?
I don't have one that I specifically
you like more than another.
But I do know there is. It's pretty easy to find.
Oh,
Just go Google third-party apps like NetNanny, Questudio, Bark, Gab, Quora. There's some great ones out there. Find a strong one and lock up those screens. What's your number?
Okay, so I'm going to add to yours.
Yes.
I'm going to add to yours. Mine are in no specific order, but my app is called Greenlight, or an app that teaches kids about financials.
Yes.
So I think, not only do we need to turn off certain screens when they're watching them, and dude, have you seen? Oh, I gotta want to rant for a second. I was just talking to a buddy at work about this. So you first had YouTube, and then you had these YouTube videos, right?
Yes.
And then people, going from cartoons to YouTube videos. Then they had YouTube Shorts, and now you've got these Shorts, and now we're scanning from short to short, and our attention span's getting smaller. Have you seen what they've done recently? I just saw this with my daughter this week.
No.
They've taken YouTube Shorts, they cut the screen in half. The short is on one side. On the other side of the same screen is someone messing with a fidget or doing something so that your eyes are constantly going back and forth, and you're listening to what someone says, but you're watching the fidget, and it is crazy. I'm like, you're what? Oh man, I'm sorry I had to go on that rant, but it is getting scary. Kids can't even sit down and read a book right now because they don't have the patience.
I hadn't even thought about that. That you're right. There's a lot. That is a new genre of video. I haven't even thought about that. That is,
it's distraction. It's making it to where our awareness is so hyper focused that it becomes a problem. Anyway.
Well, Mr. Beast has even said, like, I know how to make any video go viral, and he knows it's all about these quick cuts and quick action. Yeah. And he knows the secret sauce. But you're right. He doesn't.
It's not good for him.
He doesn't have children. Doesn't care about kids.
Right.
He's doing a lot of good things.
And I just heard. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I do have another app suggestion, too. Acorns Early is another great app that will really help teach kids about finances, about saving, and about investing. And it's also an app you can use to help them to do allowances and chores. Please continue. What were you saying? Yeah.
So the app I was talking about is what we use is Greenlight. And you could actually, they have an option to look at their platform, and you can see money coming in and how they're going to spend it. So they'll say, okay, I want half to go to savings. I want a third to go to spending. I want a third to go to giving. And you can use a Dave Ramsey approach. You can use cash if you want. But teaching them about financial, I think, is so important, especially as they get older, just because that's what our society runs on. We have a capitalistic society.
Yeah.
And so it's so important to understand finances. And so I just think that's important too.
That's great. So is that your fourth hack? Or was that an honorable mention? Because number 3 was, can I help?
Yeah. So, was it? No, that was. Oh, you're right. That's okay. So that's
your
an honorable mention.
Movie
that's
nights,
an honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Okay. Okay. So how about since you went, I'll do my honorable mention is carpool partners.
Oh no, that was my fourth. Sorry, that was my fourth. Sorry.
Oh, fourth is apps like
money. Teaching
money
kids about
apps.
Finances, the money apps.
Okay,
Yeah.
money
Sorry
apps.
about that.
Okay, no, that's good. Okay, so one of my honorable mentions is carpool partners. Like if you have a neighbor or a friend that you like and you can carpool, doesn't that increase your? So like think about it. If you're stressed out about driving your kids all around, just call up a friend and say, hey, can we make a carpool together? That's a jam. You have any more honorable mentions?
So easy.
Because you're at your last one.
Have a room like the Chokey from Matilda, a room dedicated to just punishing your kids.
Matilda's a great movie. I just watched that movie. It's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Family movie night, I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right, I got my number 4. Here, I'll catch up with you. Okay. All right, here it comes. I told you I had 2 things that were going to surprise everybody. I think this is going to surprise. I've only mentioned this on this podcast a couple of times, but what you're about to hear is actually a big part of my life.
Okay.
So you should definitely do this, everyone. This will change your life. So invite some friends over on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then tell them, yeah, you can stay for as long as you want, and then have them bring food or don't bring food, but have them stay for lunch and have them stay for dinner. That's it.
Is it like, hey, this is a Saturday, we're going to do a pool day, come over around 2, and then we'll just hang out, and then I'll order pizza, and that's what you mean?
It means whether you have a pool or not. It means whether you go to the park or not. It means you don't just hang out with friends for 3 hours at a time. It means you take your friendships and you turn them into, you open up your house, or you have a friend open up their house, and good friends who stay for lunch and dinner. And you're just living, it's like you're living together on a regular basis. And the kids are all hanging out with each other, playing with each other.
But hold on, because I've done this. Don't you get to a certain period by hour 6 where there's fighting and crying with the kids and arguing?
So yes and no. So yes, when you do this, or if you go on vacation with another family, or if you go camping with another family, the kids are gonna have issues. But then you spend time investing in those kids to make sure they get along, make sure you have a plan for how they get along. And what we have going on now with these 2 other families, they come over to our house a lot. A lot. They come into our house. The siblings are kind of like, or the kids are kind of like siblings in a sense.
Right.
Of course,
like
they're not
cousins.
siblings. They're like cousins.
Right. Yeah.
But because we don't have any cousins like close by. So they're like kind of just, they play together. And it gives us adults this amazing thing that money can't buy. It's called freedom and time to relax and be with each other.
Okay.
And that's just a jam.
And it's got to happen naturally, right? You can't be like, hey guys, so we're going to schedule an all-day event.
No, I don't know.
Over at noon.
No,
okay.
I don't know. Like I tell people like, hey, you guys are here. You want to hang out here? Do it. I might take a nap in my own bedroom while you're here. You want to take a nap? You want to take a nap? Go ahead. Like, just hang out. It's like sometimes it can happen naturally, but all can just sound like intention. Hey, if you guys want to come, stay. I've got food here for lunch and for dinner. You guys stay as long as you want. We're just going to be doing this and doing that. Let's all hang out. It's really a great jam. As the only caution I just realized for some people, what we're not doing at these things, everybody, we're not drinking alcohol. Just because what I just envisioned that some people are like, oh my gosh, I could just stay at my friend's house and get drunk. That's not what we're promoting or talking about here. Like you drinking for 6 hours while your kids play with each other and having a booze fest. I'm just talking about community, like being together and just like, there's no rush. Like, I don't have to talk to you. We just hang out and sit in the backyard and I'm not like trying to entertain you. And like, we're just kind of existing together. All right. Hope I didn't ramble on too much about
No, you didn't. And I love that vision. Some people are like, man, I wish I could have that. For me, it had to happen naturally. We've done that with some families and it's been great. But now we have to watch because the kids fight. They're getting older and we know they get tired. And so I have to figure out how to manage that. But I love the idea of this. All right, so my last one.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Your last one. Okay, you got movie nights.
One of my favorites.
Weekend getaways. Can I help? Money apps.
Say yes. Yep. Have a hobby for yourself.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
All right? The kids have so many hobbies. They have so much going on. There are so many excuses as to why you, the parent, can't do X, Y, or Z. But my thought is like, A, it's good for your mental health. B, it makes life fun again for you, so you're not living your life surrounding by your kids' lives. You actually have something going on. And when the kids see you doing a hobby for yourself, it shows them how to be a balanced person, right? It shows them that they actually have a balanced parent. And sometimes when I have this said hobby, or my wife does, we have to have our kids watch our younger kids, which then gives them responsibility. Hey, you got to watch Kinlan. This is on you. Mommy's got to go do this. Daddy's doing this. And so it gives them more of a sense of purpose as well and responsibility. Pick a hobby. It's working out at the gym. It's reading. It's taking piano lessons, playing pickleball. I don't care what it is, but do something for yourself. What is your go-to parenting hack?
I can't believe I'm about to say this. When your teenager falls in love and has a healthy dating relationship.
Really?
I know. I can't believe I said that. Here, let me explain.
So you have come to be very fond of this individual to where you're like, this is so healthy. It makes me happier to be a dad because I know my daughter is in a healthy relationship.
It's kind of like this. If you know, you know. I've got 2 teenagers right now, and when my 20 was dating, she had a very serious relationship with a young man named Mateo.
Okay.
And Mateo ended up coming over a lot and spending time with us, and we took him out on the boat, and then we even took him on vacation with us.
Nice.
And he stayed in a separate bedroom, and we had rules and guidelines, and he just brought so much joy and laughter into the house. An extra teenager. And then now my other teenager, Miley, she's been dating her boyfriend, Ace, for over a year. And I love this kid. He's so fun to be around. We've taken him on vacations. He helps with cooking. He helps with cleaning. He makes jokes. We take him camping. He's packing up. He's loading up. 2 nights ago, he starts doing the dishes without even being asked.
Oh, dang, there's that chore kid you were talking about. Chores without even asking. He's not even your kid.
And in many ways, has these dating relationships, have they caused problems for my kids? Yes. Have they brought drama into this family's life? Yes. Have they caused me a large amounts of stress and pain and worry? Yes. Because I'm a dad. I'm a normal parent. But gosh, I think in a lot of ways, if your child is dating somebody that's like kind of a healthy teenager, it actually brings out the best in them too.
That's true. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How is the dynamic with the other families, the child's families? Have you had to talk with them, and you have to make sure they're on the same page and make sure everything's cordial?
Very, very positive. But drama, yes. Yeah, of course we've had drama. We've had some pretty serious drama. It's too private to me. I'm not even going to get close to that on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine, like, let's just for a second. Let's say he falls in love with the girl junior year or senior year. And you like this young woman. She's over at your house a lot. They have healthy relationship, healthy boundaries. And can you imagine how that could bring a lot of joy into your life?
Yeah. I mean, it did for me when I was a kid.
Oh, you had it. Yeah,
I had it with my wife.
So your mom, we could actually interview your mom right now.
Correct.
How did having your now wife, your high school sweetheart,
at the house all the time, going on trips with us all the time, right?
That must have brought so much joy to her life.
Yeah. I've never asked her, but I should.
And you'd like to think too, like, if you're dating somebody, it kind of, like you're a teenager, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to be the best version of yourself. And now I'm in a season where, like, my daughter Miley, she's asking me for, like, advice about how to get along with Ace, how to solve problems. What do I say this? And I'm actually coaching her, challenging her. And I'm helping her see, like, yeah, man, Miley, that's just not how you talk to men. Like, I'm actually drawing her in and calling her in and coaching her. And she's coachable.
How many of us would love to have a parent to actually coach us through relationships? A lot of us had to figure this out on our own. It was terrible. It was so hard. It caused divorces, breakups, or whatever. But this is so healthy. I'm surprised it's on the list, but then again, I'm not surprised it's on your list.
I didn't really have that for my oldest daughter, who's 20. She wasn't like coming to me asking me, how do I talk to Mateo, or what do I do about this? Like, that was, she talked to her mom more, and that was more private. But now I have this like joy of, like, coaching both of them. Like, I think Ace views me like as a mentor figure. Like, I coach him, I challenge him, I counsel him. It's just
you're a father figure in a way. Like, you are a mentor.
So yeah, that's my number 5.
Dude, that's cool.
Hall of Fame, when your teenagers or your young adults have a healthy dating relationship. Because if it wasn't healthy, it sure would not be
terrible. Correct.
It would be terrible.
All right, let me go over my 5 real quick.
Okay.
Flash 5, then you go over yours. Number 1, family movie nights, or game nights. Those are always fun. Yes, they can bring drama too, but they're so fun and bring up memories, and you always have great shared experiences. Number 2, weekend getaways, whether it's camping, a day trip, one-nighter. I gave the example of Great Wolf Lodge. Super cool. Another thing is say yes when your kids say, can you help me? Or can I help you? Even if you're doing something like cleaning the toilet and your kid says, can I help? Sure, come on in. Bring it on in. I'll teach you how to do the cleaning in the bathroom. Can you play with me? Yes. Another thing, we were talking about apps. I gave an app guideline or a headline or a shout out called Greenlight, and this will help teach kids about finances. I think that is great. And then my last one is have a hobby for yourself. It's so important for you to live life just as much as these kids are, because they can see it and you can model that.
Oh, I love your list. My list is Parenting Hall of Fame, Costco. Enjoy it if you have it. If you know, you know. Number 2 is really coach your grandparents and support them and try to enjoy them. And if you can, maximize that grandparenting experience. Number 3 is parental controls on screens. Number 4 is good friends who stay for lunch and dinner, like long-term deep village experiences. And number 5 is when your teenager has a healthy dating relationship. What is your top 5? If you're listening to this, go into my Instagram right now, find this little reel where we're promoting this, or send Jordan and I a DM and tell us what your top 5 are. Thanks for letting us be a positive support in your life. Gosh, it's such an honor making this podcast for you parents, listeners from 150 plus countries. We love you. We love being in your life. Have a great day.